There is a child still living inside you. He wears your clothes, he uses your name, he answers your phone. But he is not you, not the full version of you, not the one your life is actually asking for. He is the version that flinches when things get hard. He is the version that needs to be told he is doing a good job. He is the version that sulks when he does not get his way, that pouts when the world does not bend to his moods, that runs to comfort. The moment effort gets uncomfortable, you have been letting him drive for too long. You have been letting him make decisions that affect a grown man's life. No wonder things feel chaotic. No wonder your bank account looks like that. No wonder your body looks like that. No wonder your relationships keep ending the same way. A child is running operations that require an adult. It is time to take the keys back. It is time to walk into the room where he has been hiding and tell him gently but firmly that his shift is over. You are taking it from here. A boy lives by his feelings. A grown man lives by his commitments. That is the line between them, and it is not a line of age. Some men are 40 and still ruled by their moods. Some are 20 and already standing in their full weight. The difference has nothing to do with the number of years. It has everything to do with what governs them. When the boy feels lazy, he rests. When the boy feels angry, he lashes out. When the boy feels scared, he hides. When the boy feels horny, he chases. He is honest in a sense, but his honesty is a kind of slavery, because his feelings are in charge, and he simply reports to them. The grown man feels all the same things. He just does not obey them. He feels lazy and trains anyway. He feels angry and stays silent until he can speak with reason. He feels scared and walks toward the thing that scares him. He feels lust and remembers his purpose. His feelings are guests in his house. They are not the owner. They are not even the manager. He listens to them and then he decides. You cannot become a man by accident. No one drifts into maturity. It is not something the years hand you for surviving them. The years will pass either way, and many men reach the end of them still wearing short pants in their souls. Becoming a grown man is a decision, and then 1,000 decisions, and then 1,000 more. It is a daily practice of choosing the harder, slower, truer thing. It is paying your own bills without resenting that you have to. It is owning your mistakes without searching for someone else to blame. It is keeping your word even when no one would notice if you broke it. It is showing up for the people who depend on you, even when you are tired, even when you are sad, even when you would rather disappear. It is carrying weight that no one sees and not complaining about it, because complaining would imply you expected someone else to carry it for you. No one is coming to carry it. That is the central truth of being grown. The weight is yours. The life is yours. The choice is yours. Pick it up. Comfort is the great trap of the unfinished male. It looks like rest, but it is rot. It looks like reward, but it is a slow drug. The boy inside you craves comfort more than almost anything else, because comfort lets him stay where he is. Comfort means he does not have to grow. Comfort means he does not have to be uncomfortable, and discomfort is the only soil where a grown man can sprout. So the boy will fight you on this. He will whisper that you have done enough today. He will plead for the warm bed, the easy meal, the soft chair, the next episode, the endless scroll, the long weekend that turns into a long year, that turns into a long life of almost. Do not negotiate with him. He is not a partner in this. He is a child trying to keep you small so he does not have to leave. Be kind, but be firm. Tell him the soft life he is begging for is the same life that is killing both of you. Then close the door and go do the hard thing every day. until the hard thing becomes ordinary, and the ordinary becomes a life worth living.
A grown man does not need to be liked. He needs to be respected, first by himself, then by the few people whose respect actually matters. The boy needs approval the way lungs need air. He performs for it. He shapes himself for it. He twists into whatever the room seems to want, hoping the room will smile at him. He measures his worth by the reactions of others, and so his worth rises and falls with every facial expression he encounters. This is exhausting. This is also how most men live their entire lives. Step out of it. Decide that the only audience you must impress is the man you will be in 20 years, looking back at the choices you are making now. He is the judge. He is the witness. He is the one whose respect you must earn, and he is not impressed by likes, by laughs, by the temporary applause of strangers. He is impressed by integrity. He is impressed by quiet courage. He is impressed by the small acts of self-respect that no one else will ever see. Live for his nod. Forget the rest. The crowd will not be in the room when you die. He will. The boy blames. The grown man owns. This is one of the cleanest lines between them. Listen to how a man speaks about his own life, and you will know instantly which one is in charge. The boy talks about what was done to him. The boy talks about the unfair start, the absent father, the broken school, the rigged system, the woman who left, the friend who betrayed, the boss who did not see his worth. Some of these things may be true. Most of them probably are. But the boy uses them as a permanent address, a place to live, a reason to never have to build anything. The grown man knows the same wounds, often worse ones, and chooses to build anyway. He stops asking who is responsible for the mess. He starts asking who is responsible for cleaning it up. The answer he arrives at is always the same: him. Not because everything is his fault, but because everything is his responsibility now. Ownership is not about guilt. Ownership is about power. The moment you take full responsibility for your life, you also take full power over it. That is the trade. That is the gift. There is a quiet dignity in a man who keeps his promises to himself. The boy makes promises constantly and breaks them constantly and feels bad about it briefly and then makes them again. The cycle becomes the personality. He says he will start Monday. He says next month for real. He says when things calm down. He says when he feels ready, and the years pile up, full of broken vows to the most important person in his life, himself. After enough broken promises, something dies inside him. He stops believing his own words. He stops trusting his own intentions. He becomes a stranger to himself, a man whose mouth and hands no longer agree. The grown man rebuilds this trust slowly. He starts small. He promises one thing and keeps it. He promises another and keeps it. He does not promise the moon. He promises the next step, and he takes it. Brick by brick, vow by vow, he rebuilds the inner relationship that years of dishonesty broke. And one day he realizes that when he tells himself he will do something, he believes it. That belief is the foundation of every other strong thing he will ever build. A grown man knows how to be alone without falling apart. The boy cannot stand his own company. He needs noise. He needs distraction. He needs someone in the room, on the screen, in his ear, anywhere except inside his own head. He fears solitude because solitude is where the truth lives, and the truth has things to say that he is not ready to hear. So he keeps the music loud. He keeps the calendar full. He keeps the relationships going long after they should have ended, because being alone feels worse than being unhappy with someone. This is not strength. This is hiding. The grown man learns to sit with himself. He learns to walk without his phone. He learns to eat a meal without a screen. He learns to think without immediately reaching for an opinion to borrow. In that solitude, he meets himself, sometimes for the first time. He finds out what he actually believes. He finds out what he actually wants. He finds out who he actually is beneath the noise. And from that ground, every relationship he builds afterward is stronger because he is no longer running into them to escape himself.